What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I appreciate you if you're stopping in today. I appreciate your time. I know it has been a little bit since I last uploaded. I'm aware of that. There's been a reason for that, and that's because a couple people have pointed out to me, some nicely and some not so nicely, that my video qualities have differed. And I went back and I actually noticed that, and it took me forever to figure out why. Now, some of my videos you can view in 1080 and some you can only view in 360. 1080 looks decent, 360 looks like a 1995 bank security camera. So I obviously did not want to upload any more videos that were looking of that quality because it was painful to rewatch those. So I can only imagine what it was like for y'all. So I think I figured it out. I'm not sure how well I'm going to be able to fix it because it's a Wi-Fi issue. It's the quality of the video that's uploaded is based on how strong your Wi-Fi connection is. So I'm going to try a few different things, see if it uploads in a higher quality, because I am recording with a 4K film lens, so it should be top notch. But like I said, kind of out of my control to an extent, but we'll see what happens. So anyway, without further ado, we will get right to the video. So in today's video, we are going to be going over my reasons for why you should buy a Mustang. I've done videos on mods you should do, maybe things that are wrong with Mustangs in general, but today I'm going to be focusing on the reasons why you should buy one. Now, I guess you could consider this to be, you know, all Mustangs in a year, but more specifically in this video I'm talking about the 99 through 04, because as you know, mine is an 04. So without further ado, let's get right to it. So number one, first reason I would suggest that you buy a Mustang is that I wouldn't say they're inexpensive because it's a car. Cars are not cheap, but in terms of what you would consider a muscle car, it is cheap. Especially compared to, say, the Camaro, which is their competitor. I have never seen a cheap Camaro in my life. They can look like absolute trash and they're still stupid expensive. Now, don't get me wrong, there are Mustangs that are very expensive and way out of my price range, but they're also, you can find them where they're really cheap. And so, like I said, I mean, what can you not like about that? You get a decent looking car for a decent price. Enough said. The second reason is the reliability. I'm not trying to jinx myself here because I have pretty bad luck, but from what I've experienced so far, my car has been reliable, and that is definitely a key factor, at least for me, when I am considering purchasing a vehicle. If I buy something, especially, well, like I said, especially a vehicle where you're spending that much money on one item, you don't want it to be breaking every single time you go down to the grocery store. So like I said, it's very important for me. I don't know how that is for you guys, but reliability is key. Now, of course, you're going to have some of your regular maintenance things. Those are unavoidable with any vehicle you buy. Like for example, a few weeks ago, I had to change the oil in my car, and I actually thought about making a tutorial video about that. But if any of you have ever done that, I'm sure you have, because most of you watching own Mustangs. It's not that a Mustang is hard to change oil on, but just changing oil on anything, there's not much room underneath the car, and you're already trying to focus on a lot of different things, and you're already trying to not spill oil everywhere, and you don't really feel like trying to cram a camera up in there. Because with my luck, I'd end up getting oil all over the camera, and that would that would be bad. So apologize for not filming that, but I can always make a video if you guys are interested explaining how to do it. It's pretty straightforward, not very difficult, maybe take you 15 minutes, but anyway, with that being said, so number one was the cost. Number two was the reliability. Number three would have to be the aftermarket support. Now, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but a Mustang has one of the widest, if not the widest, variety of aftermarket support, not just of any muscle car, but of any car, period. I don't think there are any cars that offer a more wide variety of aftermarket parts, whether that's from just aesthetics or performance, or both. I know, me personally, I have gone through way too many parts to count, especially aesthetic parts, just to get the look that you desire. Me specifically, I'm not trying to pack a bunch of power right now under the hood because, like I said, as a daily driver, trying to go for the budget friendly, or as budget friendly as you can be with a car of this sort, but y'all know what I mean. But yeah, like I said, I mean, you can't go wrong. Like, there's some vehicles, like, for example, I know a buddy of mine, he has a Camaro, and it's not that he can't find aftermarket parts for his Camaro, but it takes a lot longer. And sorry about that, guys. Like I said, so I got a buddy who's got a Camaro. It's not that he can't find aftermarket parts. He definitely can, but they're a little more expensive, and, you know, they're harder to come by. So with that being said, you know, it's always nice to have a variety of options when it comes to that stuff, especially cheaper options, because we all know we already dump enough money into these cars. We don't need to be paying $400 for some taillights. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, that's really all that can be said there. And the fourth thing I would have to say is just the style. That's more of a personal preference. I know everyone is different, but for me, I mean, yes, obviously they have Mustangs from, you know, pre-2000 era that look like the era they were made in, but for the most part, I still think the early 2000s Mustangs look somewhat modern. I mean, you're only going to get so good of, you know, in terms of being modern in a car that's that old, but for what it is, I think they did a good job of keeping it, you know, up with the times. As I said in previous videos, the interior is cheap, so don't think I'm saying that it's, you know, amazing. It is definitely cheaply made, but it's also not difficult to fix. So that's one of those things. Yeah, it might suck because it's got plastic pieces on the doors and on the inside and stuff, but they're fairly easy to replace. So, you know, anyway, with that being said, guys, 1 was the price, 2 was the reliability, 3 was the aftermarket support, and 4 was the modernness. I don't know if that's a word, but the modernness of the car. Like I said, this can be, I guess this list you can take and apply to any year of Mustang, but I'm specifically talking about the 99 to 04. I know a little bit about other years of Mustangs, but not enough to feel comfortable putting a fine line on things such as that. I mean, I know some of the newer cars, you know, they've got the 5.0 Coyotes in them, and trust me, they're really nice cars. Not dissing them at all, but I don't know enough about them to say enough. So I mean, y'all know what I'm saying. So with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Once again, I apologize for waiting so long to upload. I was going to record today and it started raining, and so I got kind of concerned because, you know, I like recording outside, and thankfully the rain stopped. It's kind of humid out here, so it's kind of nasty, but the rain stopped and we've had some fairly decent filming conditions, I would say. So I actually just got back from another one of my walks. I've been walking in a video before, as you guys have seen, but I just got back, so I'll give you all a quick view of the car. It's a little dirty. It has not been washed in a week or so. It's actually funny because I was in town the other day, and I was actually Mother's Day shopping. I was Mother's Day shopping after work, and I was just sitting in my car, scrolling through my phone, getting ready to go into the store, and 2 cars pull up on either side of me, and and they both roll down their windows. So of course this is I'm kind of sketched out right now because I'm like, this looks like something out of a movie where someone would get shot. But so they both roll down their windows, and I roll down mine because it looks like they're trying to talk to me. And they're like, hey, saw the car, just wanted to come over, it looks really nice. I saw you had an Instagram sticker on the side, so I wanted to go follow the Instagram. And so I started telling them about the YouTube channel, and they were super supportive. Before I close out the video, I did want to announce something exciting. This coming August will be 2 years of me officially owning this car. So, you know, I haven't really been too involved in the car community, so to say, if that's what you want to call it. I haven't really gone to any meets, any shows, anything like that, just because I'm not really connected, you know, to the car world like that. Not saying I don't want to be, I definitely want to be. I just haven't really had time and don't really have the connections for that yet. But with that being said, my car, you know, in terms of at least aesthetic mods, as you can see, I would say it is mostly done. I mean, I may or may not have mentioned this on the channel before, but one day I would like to either engine swap this to a 4.6, which is the 99 through 04's 8-cylinder engine option, or I've been thinking about either turboing or twin turboing this engine that's in it. Obviously that's going to be a while away because like I said, this is a daily right now, already guzzles enough gas, don't need to be using any more money on gas, especially the way gas prices are going through the roof. Anyway, like I was saying, through Instagram actually, I came in contact with someone who is, I don't know, I don't want to jump the gun and say they're in charge of or run the meet, so to say, but from what I've picked up on, they are higher up on the totem pole, so to say, of Mustang Week. Now, for those of you who may not know, Mustang Week happens every year. It's normally in the first or second week of September. This year, it's September 6th through September 10th. And like I said, I've never gone. I've seen plenty of videos of it. It looks like a blast down at Myrtle Beach in South Carolina. But yeah, I've never gone. I bought my car, like I said, 2 years ago in August. So obviously it has never been anywhere close to show quality. I mean, my car is still not show quality because people tell me that, you know, just because it's a 6 doesn't mean it's not show quality. But just something about me, I'm not trying to go and like show off because, you know, it's a 6. I know my limits at the end of the day. I know I'm not fast, but one day we will get there. One day, mark my words. Anyway, it's like I was saying, this person is connected to Mustang Week and invited me down. Now, obviously, I don't think you have to have an invite to go to Mustang Week. It's not one of those. Sorry about my dog, guys. He's going a little nuts. Anyway, like I said, I don't think Mustang Week is one of those things where you have to have an invite to go. But for me personally, it was really, really cool to receive an invite, just because, like I said before, I'm not really connected to the car community like that. So, you know, people started reaching out to me. I've started reaching out to people, making some connections, you know, maybe making a few friends that are in the car community currently and have encouraged me to, you know, come down. So with that being said, this might be the year, guys. I might be going to Mustang Week. Now, obviously, if I do go, I will be filming for you guys. Hopefully get some really, really good content for you guys, because like I said, I've never been, but I've seen plenty of videos and it looks like an absolute blast. But yeah, like I was saying before, I didn't think I'd ever take this car to shows or stuff like that because it's a 6. But the guy I was in contact with, he was like, you know, that's nothing to be, I won't say embarrassed, but you know, he's just telling me it doesn't matter, you know, what it is. We're all, at the end of the day, we're all enthusiasts. We all are there to appreciate, you know, the effort and the time, blood, sweat, and tears that went into these builds. And I'm like, you know, for sure, that is awesome. So happy to meet other car enthusiasts, because, there's some people out there that, you know, may use daddy's money or another method of payment that may or may not be theirs, and their sole purpose is to be able to go up to someone else and say, well, I'm better than you because my car's faster, or it's louder, or, you know, looks better. You know, something. Y'all have all seen the people. We all know the people. But it's just nice. It's nice to see it's nice to get into the side of the car community that is not like that and is genuine. They're just there to appreciate the builds, have a good time, you know, make new friends, connections, just stuff like that. So like I said, I may be taking this thing to Mustang Week this year. The only thing that is holding me back right now is I haven't been enrolling in classes for college, so still working out my schedule on that, and I won't have, you know, I can't get that information for my schedule but so early, so I'm not sure when I'll have a definitive answer with that yet, but I'm, fingers crossed, gonna make it down to Mustang Week this year, at least for a day, because it's Monday through Friday, with Friday evening being the final event, I think, if I'm correct. If I'm not, feel free to correct me, but I would love to make it down there, at least for that Friday night, for the final event. Not to mention, there's some really big YouTubers, such as Derek Barron. I don't know if any of y'all watch him, but if you don't and you like Mustang content, I would highly recommend you go subscribe to him, or at least go watch some of his videos, because, you know, he's kind of been one of my role models since the beginning in terms of buying a car and progressing it, and he actually got me into the car scene. You know, I've never met him, but, you know, virtually as much as I could through his YouTube videos, it got me interested in the car scene. But this connection that I met on Instagram that invited me down to Mustang Week said he'd be able to get me the pictures and stuff with Derek. So I know it may seem silly because he's just a YouTuber, but I've watched him for a long time, and, you know, I don't watch a lot of TV, so I'm not into all the celebrities and stuff, but to me, he's like a celebrity. So it would be so awesome to go down there and meet some cool people, take a bunch of pictures, film some awesome content for you guys. Not to mention, I haven't been on vacation in I don't know how long, you know, got to stay on that grind, but it'd just be nice to get away, meet some awesome people, see some nice cars, make a few connections. But with that being said, guys, I appreciate you for stopping in today. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. So I'm sorry that the car content has been kind of lacking lately. I'm not, you know, like I said, I'm not trying to create boring content, but this is my daily right now. I'm not saying this isn't a priority, but, you know, there's other things I have to also make my priority, so I have to be wise with my money. And so I'm trying to do things from a financially smart position and still provide content for you guys. But with that being said, I appreciate your support so much. No idea how much that means to me. But I'll go ahead and wrap it up, guys. So thank you for watching today. Stay tuned for future videos, and I will keep you posted about the Mustang Week updates. But other than that, have a good one, guys. I will see you next time.